G'day YouTube, it's Brett here from Overtime Gaming with you once again. Welcome back to Wednesday's edition of the MLS FIFA 13 series, guys. Of course, we're with the Seattle Sounders. This was supposed to be Monday's version, but unfortunately because of YouTube uploading issues once again, I've had to postpone the video, and it is now Wednesday's video because that's when the next one was due. I've just moved my uploading schedule around a bit just to fit this in. And our first game today, guys, is against the LA Galaxy. LA Galaxy, arguably the best team, if not the second best team behind us in our division. Extremely strong side. I got Robbie Keane, Landon Donovan, Omar Gonzalez, Robbie Ross. They've got a number of good players. Really, really strong side. They've got Zardes up front, who's an extremely good young talent. Guy I've actually been looking at to buy this for this series. You can see they get early pressure on us, but luckily we get away with it. We get away with the offside here, so get away from any danger. Luckily Zardes is offside, but still they just keep coming back and hitting us and hitting us and hitting us with upfield pressure. And that's an area where we're really weak, and that is defence, guys. We've got a good midfield, a good solid midfield. I'd still like to improve it a bit more. A good strike force. Again, I'd like to improve the depth of our strike force, but our offence is appalling. Our defence is appalling even. You see there in Zardes' goal, 45th minute there. You saw our defence just part ways and just let him through. There's nothing I could do about it. Our defence literally just left a huge gap up the middle. We've done it once again there, but luckily the goalkeeper comes out and claims the ball. Does well to get the rebound as well. And he does injure Zardes, the goal scorer, a guy I've just been speaking about. He has to go off injured just before half-time, and you can see it is half-time now, and we do go in at half-time 1-0 down. Now, in this episode, there are 4 games you'll be watching. It is one half of the month of May. I did plan on doing a month every episode, but unfortunately, because this month has 7 games in it, I physically could not do the whole month in one episode. The episode would be way too long. I'd run out of stuff to talk about completely, so I'll do that in a second video. As you see, we get the equaliser. Martinez, who's been incredible for us this season. 59th minute. Bicycle kick. He just follows up the rebound, puts the defender under pressure, makes the defender make the mistake, and then just slots it home with a gorgeous finish. You look at it again there. Poor goalkeeping, you must say. Goalkeeper should have done a hell of a lot better job to get towards that ball. But we do come off on the lucky end of things there. And it's a good, cool finish to get us back into this game. But you see here, Robbie Keane scores against us right now. 69th minute, so 10 minutes we pulled it back level. All of a sudden, LA Galaxy are in the driving seat again as Keane goes off with his patented celebration. Celebrating that he may have just won Galaxy the game, but we are going to come back at them with pressure. We really need points out of this game. And Martins does exactly that. Beautiful, cool finish. Opens some space up between him and the defender. Defender had no chance of getting to him, and just a cool finish to slot it past the keeper and put us 2-2 level on this game, get us back into this game, and now we have the chance to go on and win it. But unfortunately neither team could push on after that goal, and it did finish 2-2, so a bit of a disappointment that we didn't manage to get 3 points out of the game, but we still managed to get the point out of the game, so we didn't suffer a loss to our main rival. We move on to face the Philadelphia Union. You look at the two teams on paper, and we are a far stronger side than the Philadelphia Union. And this is a team we really should look to dominate and definitely take control of our own situation. These are teams that we should win convincingly and show to the rest of the league exactly what type of team we are. We don't want to show defensive mistakes against teams like Philadelphia Union, because when we come to play the better teams, it will tear our defence apart. And that's exactly not what we want to do. So we're going to look to attack them early, hopefully put a lot of pressure on early on them, and hold a high defensive line to avoid any breaks behind us. But you see, Philadelphia Union are the ones that attack first. We couldn't get anything going in the first 5 minutes. Union managed to break the defence down once again, but good goalkeeping from Gus Bergening, or however you say it, keeps us in this game. But they do have a corner, and we just can't get rid of the ball. They just keep collecting the rebound. There's just nothing we can do, no way of getting rid of it. We finally do, and we're going to look to hit them with a break of our own in about 10 minutes later. Hopefully put some pressure on. You see Yedlin getting things started. Gives it to Rosales, who unleashes a lovely shot, but good save by the goalkeeper. It was straight at him. Hopefully we can do something from this corner as well. Martinez is going to look to whip it in. Balls it to the post, and Traore with the poor header, you must admit. And now all of a sudden the Union are putting more pressure on us. Defence has got to hold firm, but you see we just leave gaps all over the place. And again, a good save by the goalkeeper. It was a poor shot. He should have taken another couple of touches, you must admit. Poor shot, keeps us in it. But again, we just can't get rid of it from the corner. And we actually concede another one here. It was a good save again by Gaspergening. But we just can't relieve the pressure on ourselves here. Half an hour into the game and it's pretty much all been Union. As you see, they come at us with another attack a couple of minutes later. Our defence just cannot do anything. I mean, when we've got an offensive-minded defence and you see we get beat in the middle, McKinley with the header. Poor defending again. Letting the ball come across first was poor defending. And then the actual allowing him to get a header in that position, again, poor defending. You see we get opened up again here. And almost exactly the same goal pretty much. And again, we lose the rebound. Awful defending here. And we get lucky with the poor strike. But as I was saying, we really need to strengthen our defence up in the next transfer window. Anyone you guys want me to sign, let me know in the comment section below. Right now, I'm looking at Omar Gonzalez as a centre-back. So I could use another centre-back, a right-back and a left-back. So anyone you have in mind. I mean, it's bad. We've got two centre-backs who just aren't good enough, simply. We've got a right back in Brad Evans, who is actually a centre midfielder. Well, centre attacking midfielder, but we're playing him at right back. As you see, Zaquini gets us back in this game. Beautiful finish by him. He's been fantastic for me so far this year. Hopefully he continue his great form. As I was saying, Brad Evans actually a centre attacking midfielder, but can play right back. Did play right back for the States in their last game. So he is okay there, but again, he's offensive minded, not defensive minded, so he's a bit weak on the defensive end. Our left back is Yedlin, who is actually an offensive minded right back, not a left back. So again, he's great offensively but poor defensively. As you see, Martinez there with another fantastic goal, his 6th of the campaign. He's been incredible for us so far this season. 69th minute, all of a sudden we're leading the game, and that is exactly how it ends. Neither team did anything for the last 20 minutes. We managed to pull out the victory. Not the dominant victory I wanted, but we still managed to get the victory. You see, Gaspergening wins man of the match. As we go into our third game of the episode against FC Dallas. Again, you look on paper, we're a far stronger side than FC Dallas. Every position on the pitch, I would take my player over theirs. So hopefully, again, as I've said previously, this is a game where we can assert our dominance. You see, we're playing in our bright blue away shirt or alternate shirt. That's one thing I love about the Seattle Sounders. They've got such bright kits. It's fantastic. You definitely can't lose them against any other team because you can just see them wherever they are on the pitch. It's just great, great stuff. But hopefully we're going to try and assert our own pressure in this game and avoid being broken into like the past few games. You see, we're trying to break down the wing quickly here. Play the through ball to Martins. But unfortunately, it's just a tad too heavy, and Martin's touch just draws it over the line. But we are looking to put some early pressure on here in the 10th minute. Martin's showing his pace, breaking down the wing. Beautiful bit of football to beat his man. Lovely ball across, but unfortunately we couldn't get the header on it. But Martin stays with it, and Zaquini unleashes a wicked shot from outside the area. Goalkeeper a bit distracted by his defender that's injured in front of him. Can't get across quick enough, and Zaquini scores another fantastic goal. 2 in succession now for Zaquini. You see the goalkeeper got dragged down by his injured defender, who did have to go off. But we still managed a fantastic goal there from Zaquini. He's been fantastic. But unfortunately, we do allow attack after attack on us again. And you see here, our defence just can't keep the ball away from our box. And FC Dallas are now tearing us apart. And luckily, we're keeping them away from directly shooting at goal. We do head into half-time 1-0 up and looking to now come out in the second half and play far better football and just assert some more dominance. I mean, our defence has done a better job this game, but they've still been broken down. I mean, there's times where we should have got the ball away far earlier and unfortunately suffered and allowed them to break. But our offence has kept us in it this game. Beautiful touches there. Martins with the full-back finish scores his second goal. Scores our second goal, sorry, his 6th of the campaign in the 57th minute, and all of a sudden we're 2-0 up. Beautiful football by by Brad Evans and Zaquini to play it to Martins. All of a sudden we're 2-0 up, and we're going to try and hit them for a third goal here. Zaquini works it down the left-hand side. Nice ball in, falls back to Johnson, and Johnson causes pressure on the defence and the goalie and scores a sloppy goal, you must admit. quite what the defenders and the goalie were doing there. They were just trying to pass it back between each other. Johnson put great pressure on it, and Eddie Johnson gets the goal for us. Good poacher's goal there from Johnson. That's exactly what you want him to do. But poor defensive work and poor goalkeeping work, you must admit. And you see here from kickoff, FC Dallas looking to put pressure on us. And the defence just falls apart. Beautiful finish by Alua. Awful defending, you have to admit. The defence just parted ways and allowed him to run straight through. He didn't even have to do anything. And now all of a sudden it's 3-1. And in the 90th minute here, we're just trying to hold on, avoid allowing a comeback. But FC Dallas are pushing on with Menez here, who's just breaking down the wing. Plays the good ball through. And gorgeous finish by Menez. He just made it look like he was going to play the ball to the middle. And then just touched it with his left foot and put it into the bottom corner. And Dallas now think they have a chance at a comeback in the last minute. But luckily the final whistle goes before they can do any real damage. And although we let 2 goals in, we did still manage to pull out the 3-2 victory. The 3 goals is nice, but I far prefer the clean sheet there. You see, we now take on Real Salt Lake in our final game of the episode. Real Salt Lake is a team that I believe it was Thomas Skelly asked me to manage. I do like a couple of their players like Beltran, but I just had to go with Obafemi Martins at Seattle Sounders, and I've got to hope this game doesn't prove me wrong and that we can come out with a win against Real Salt Lake. A good team at Real Salt Lake, but on paper, again, we are a better team and we've got to take control of that. Finley up front for them is a danger. He is an extremely talented player. They've got the cool, calm and collective right back at Beltran. They've got Beckerman on the right hand side, who's a good player as well. But we really should be a far better team than Real Salt Lake, and hopefully our offense can keep us in this game and the defense can just hold their own there. As you see, we win the early corner. Hopefully we can make some pressure of this in the 15th minute. Good ball in, but unfortunately we couldn't get the header in there, and Real Salt Lake are going to get the ball away here. And you see Eddie Johnson is down with an injury, and hopefully that's not for too long. But right now we are without our captain, our most influential player. He has gone off injured, and hopefully we can just hold on now. Gisbergen playing out of his skin again here, just keeping us in the game. See, it's the 40th minute and it's still a deadlock, but they're just tearing us apart. Luckily there we forced the early shot. Goalkeeper does well again. He really should have taken another touch and slotted that into the bottom corner. But lucky for us, we do get away with it now. We just keep trying to relieve the pressure here. 4 minutes of extra time. Can Finley here tear us apart? You see, he just makes a mockery of the defence. Luckily for us, it's a poor finish. He really should have done better there. Opened himself up some space. Had the whole goal to aim at and just puts it wide. And that does mean we go into half-time 0-0, which is lucky for us. They've been completely all over us. They've had the majority of the possession. They've had a hell of a lot more shots than we have. And we really need to come out all guns firing here. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck in a position where we're not going to be able to create our own attacks. And Real Salt Lake are going to take advantage of the ones they're creating. You see here, we move on later in the game in the 61st minute. And again, we just can't relieve pressure. Beautiful ball across the box there by the midfielder. And Finley's there at the back post to slot it home. Gorgeous goal by Real Salt Lake. You see Finley goes off here, but it's the 89th minute now. Still 1-0 to Real Salt Lake. We tried getting one last attack, but unfortunately the corner didn't pay off and the final whistle does go. Real Salt Lake pick up the 1-0 victory, and unfortunately it looks like my decision may have just backfired on us. So I have to say, Thomas Skelly, I'm very sorry. I should have picked Real Salt Lake. But if there's any players you guys want me to buy, I'm sorry we ended up on the video and a loss. Just let me know in the comment section below what you thought of everything. You see Eddie Johnson is out for 4 weeks. It's a killer blow to the side. We will play Nigel at left mid. So I hope to see you in the next episode, guys. We will have 3 episodes finishing the month of May in the next video. So I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And peace out, YouTube. We're heading into overtime.